Hello guys, I'm Elijah Wallace of the British Police Department, and I am here to show you how to use the bodycam software developed and published by our very own Kai over at British Roleplay. I'm going to try and make this as short and precise as possible, so let's just get into it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is hop into the Discord, and in the announcements channel of the British Roleplay server, there will be this announcement. And if you click on this link or just type it into your search bar, it'll take you to this website. Then over here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just download for Windows and then save it. And when it's done, you want to run it. It will pretty much 100% of the time come up with this. This is just because it doesn't have a signature. It is completely safe. So click on more and then run anyway. Then that's it. The bodycam software should be installed. When you load up the software, it'll look a bit like this, except you won't have any videos on here. It'll say no captures found. You'll have replays and you'll have clips. So at the top is where you'll navigate through everything. But firstly, what you're going to want to do is go to the settings here. Either before this point or at this point, it'll ask you to log in with your Discord. So you're going to want to go ahead and do that. I've already done it. And then from here is where you'll play about with the settings. So I recommend to have your replay buffer on 5 minutes, as this is going to be the best to capture exactly what you want. But you can go with any of the others depending on your storage. Here you'll also find the hotkeys for starting and stopping recording, which is just normal, and saving the replay clip, which is the buffer, which is very similar to metal or anything of the sort. Next, we've got the video settings. So you've got the standard ones here that are very easily set up for you already if you don't understand any of this. But if you do, then you can click on custom and then do this all manually. Obviously, I recommend 1080p. And if you want, you can go 60 FPS, but I've gone this on 30 for the sole reason of compression and also uploading it, which I'll show you in a sec. These are my settings here. If you want to copy them, then go ahead. Make sure to pretty much always use your GPU encoder, as the CPU will bottleneck your game very, very much. And if you want to use the best, then go ahead with the NVIDIA NVENC AV1 or AMD H264. For your audio devices, you can select as many audio devices as you like. I'm keeping this to one for each, and they will be separate channels that you can turn up and down on the actual recordings. Output device should pretty much always be your default device, and obviously input devices, you want to have your microphone, or if you have the Go XLR like me, then broadcast stream mix so you can hear the Discord as well, if you're using for anything other than RPing. This is where you can use your voice settings. So you can have it as always recording your voice. You can have it so when it reaches a certain threshold, so a certain volume, then it will record your voice. And also you can have push to talk, which is pretty self-explanatory. I recommend not using noise suppression or force mono, as that will not have directional input, and noise suppression just doesn't sound very good. For the editor here, there's not really much to worry about. I'd probably go with standard here and then keep audio tracks separated so you can get rid of them if you need. Storage, again, self-explanatory. Just pick where you want your clips to go to, and then also the storage limit. So once you exceed the limit, it will get rid of clips and save you storage space. That's pretty much everything for the settings. So let's get on to how to use the software. So once you've got it set up, then there should be a highlighted button at the top here, which says buffer, and this will glow red. So starting from the capture screen, you can import your own videos here, and it will be stored in the captures, and then you can upload it to the bodycam website. This is also where if you manually record, they will get stored in here. Replays is probably the main thing that you will be using. So here I've got all of my replays from what I've clipped and uploaded to the MDTs, or just for my own purposes. So once you're in game, if you want to take a clip, then what you're going to want to do is press your keybinds that you've selected, which for me is Control and F3. Now after a couple of seconds in the top right, you'll hear a noise, and you'll also see a notification. There it is. So it says what's been saved, and then it goes into your storage. So from here, this is the clip that I just recorded. There you go. It also shows your audio spikes here, which you can zoom in and zoom out of, or by using this here. So the main things you're looking for in here is the add segment and the create clip. So let's say I wanted to use this clip, for example. It's a 4-minute long clip and is 604 megabytes. Click on this, and then it starts playing. Say I want to cut from here. All you want to do is click add segment, and it'll pop up with this red box here. Then from either side, you can drag and then select where you want your clip to start and end. So before you finish your clip, if you'd like, you can click on this symbol here on the player, and then adjust the volume of each of your tracks before you create the clip. But once you've got your clip and you've decided where you want to put it, go ahead and click create clip. This will take a while depending on your system settings and also your system setup. So we're almost finished creating the clip here. There we go. And that's where this section comes in. So here's our clip. This is the one that I just rendered out. And this is where I'm going to show you what you can do with the clip. So if you go ahead and click on the three dots here, you will have these options. What I recommend even before clipping is going to compress. This will make the file size smaller and therefore easier to upload and store on your system. I'm going to go ahead and click this now just so you can see, and then it'll start compressing with this bar here. Once it reaches the end, it will duplicate this video and make another copy, which is a smaller file size. This one may not compress very well because it is already very tiny. So there we go. It says done. And then you've got your duplicate clip here, which is slightly smaller. So from here, you want to go to upload. And the only stipulation with this is that the file size has to be below 500 megabytes. Otherwise you cannot upload it. So if you click on this, you'll put in a title. So I'll just put test, description, test. You do not have to put a description, but it's best if you put a title. Then you can choose the visibility here. So if it's public, everyone can see it on the website. If it's unlisted, then it's only people with the link. So I'm going to do unlisted here. Then you have the option to open in your browser after the upload. So if you keep that ticked, it'll open up your browser. And there you go. There it is. So once it's on here, you can copy the link, which will take you to the website. Copy the direct link, which will just copy the link to the video here. Or you can delete. But for now, I'm going to copy the direct link. Also, if you are on the clip section here or on replays, after you've uploaded, you can click this here, which will get you the link to the video. So you can put it in your browser, send it to your friends, whatever you want to do. Okay, so if you've made it this far, then you've got to the end of the general public, what they need to know. So this section is for the police officers among us. So starting off, going from where we left off just now. Once you've copied the direct link from the website here, go back into your game and then open up your MDT. Okay, so once you've got your MDT open and you've gone on to incident search, then you've made your MDT. I'm not going to do this because I can't delete them, but I'm going to go onto this one just as a example. So when you scroll to the bottom of the MDT after you've inserted the template, you'll see this here, which is your scene and body cam pictures / CCTV. This is where you'll want to insert your link. As you can see, I've already put all of mine here, but at the bottom here, I'm just going to put this as an example. So what you want to do, you've got your direct link, you click next to one of the dots, and then click on this symbol here, the video symbol. Once you've done that, it'll pop up with this box, and then you Control V to paste in there, and then hit save. It might jump you back up to the top, but that's normal, don't worry. And then here you go. Here is your video clip. Usually what I like to do is put it to 100, just so it's not to the side. And then you can play your video from inside of the MDT. It's nice and high quality. It looks good. So that's the same thing that I've done with all these clips here, as you can see. Some of these are almost 5 minutes long. So that's about it for this explanation video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was concise, and I hope you learned a lot from it. This is an amazing alternative to Medal or Outplayed or any of the others, especially for the GTA roleplay scene, or even outside of it. To be fair, I use this outside of GTA RP for my normal clips as well. So shout out to Carl for making this. It's fucking amazing and I love it. If you haven't already, go and download it yourself and then refer to this video for the instructions of how to use it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.